Hello, everyone. Charles Adkins here, and no, I'm not calling myself Sore as the Mom anymore, because that's getting a bit stale, you know? Anyway, a long time ago, I was, chatting on Facebook with one of my older friends from school. His name was Chris Hawkins, and, we decided to just make a random story. Like, we would just take turns saying something and then add it to the story. Chris, however, did not know that I was actually writing it all down on Microsoft Word as we were going along. So after that, I saved it onto my website, but completely forgot about it for a long time. So here is the story of The Fish by Chris Hawkins and Charles Adkins. There once was a fish who lived in a lake under a bridge. He was eating Chipotle when his mother busted through the door and called him a big fucking fag. He then ate his shoe and immediately shit it out onto her face. She then grew to extreme size and exploded. The fish then traveled to Narnia and found 3 small green round pills with smiley faces imprinted on them. He then shoved the pills in his ass and orgasmed. He took a troll to see Candy Mountain when the effects of the pills kicked in. His eyes got huge and he had a sudden urge to do weird dances to techno music and have sex. The sex was good with the troll. He then fell into the great cavern of Fahukwa gods. A bear ate him out and turned Japanese. Upon spraying tartar sauce all over the bear's face, he realized the troll had given him genital warts. This in turn gave the bear genital warts, which angered him greatly. He then raped the bear and died. He traveled to Dollar General and bought himself a loofah. He then took off his clothes and used the loofah as a crotch cover, hanging from his erected penis. A small child crossing by asked him for a cigarette. Denying the young youth a smoke, the toddler crawled up the crack of his ass and into his anus. He then poured sugar in his ass, which excited the child. The child then had a sugar rush inside him, which he gained pleasure from. Crawling deeper into the fish's colon, he found a treasure map which led to a wonderful, mysterious fortune which lay in the fish's brain. The child then dug into the fish's brain and retrieved the treasure. He learned that the treasure was cursed, so he asked God to resurrect the fish. The child then took the treasure back to the bottom of the sea and asked Mr. Tentacle-Rape Coral to guard it. God then whipped out his penis vagina and busted a huge nut on the fish's face, bringing him back to life. The fish then explained the fortune was implanted in his brain by the ghost of John Wayne. He then told God he would retrieve. So he went to the bottom of the sea and took a shotgun to Mr. Tentacle-Rape Coral. However, this did not kill him and he was raped and never a hole in his body. A huge green mushroom cloud erupted behind them, and from the fire and flames walked a baby form of Ozzy Osbourne, who was wielding a super soaker filled with liquid LSD. Spraying the fish and his anal toddler, they both realized they were soaked in acid and start tripping their faces off. In their hallucination, Mr. Bean told them to fuck off and was given an award for having big balls. They then settled down in a suburban house and had 45,632 kids. He was very happy. Upon realizing they would be tripping forever, they decided it was time to settle down in this alternate reality of a suburban home, which had turned into a padded cell decorated with dildos. They then shoved the dildos in their asses and concreted them there so that they could always be sexually pleasured. Mr. Fish then woke up from his coma and noticed that he had been asleep for, 20,398,571,000 years. He embarked on a quest to get laid. After realizing his butt-child had died in the imaginary fire, he came across a transvestite squid who felt him up with his 30-foot tentacles. Becoming aroused, he blew a poisonous load on the squid, killing it and releasing quintuplet squid babies, who melted in silhouette of John Wayne, who grabbed him and implanted the treasure map into his brain. A time paradox then began, and the world reset itself. Mr. Fish became a rich man, who everyone knew. He then ate all of his money and turned it into green shit, and he was broke from there on. He got herpes from a magic carpet ride and met LSD Man, who sent him on another trip. On the trip, he had dreams of being raped by John Lennon, wearing a tuxedo made of worms. After waking up from this dream, he became a compulsive masturbator and jerked off for the rest of his life. The end. What the hell is wrong with me?